Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to solve this question which says, if in a species 2n is to 40, then what would be the number of chromosomes in its oogonium and second polar body? Option A 2020, option B 2040, option C 4020, option D 2010. Okay, so let us look at the question again. It says in a species 2n is equal to 40, and what would be the number of chromosomes in its oogonium and second polar body? Okay, so in a species, what are they talking about? They're talking about 2n, that is the diploid number is 40. Okay, and what is the number of chromosomes in the oogonium? And oogonium, and then they're talking about a second polar body. So how are these second polar body formed? Let us see that. So in the ovary, we have cells which are called as oogonial cells, and the single oogonial cell is called as the oogonium. Okay, and it is diploid in nature. So hence, it is also 2n. So we can say, as in case of the initial stage, so even the 2n number here will be 40. Okay, so number of chromosomes in case of oogonium will be 40. This oogonium will start its meiotic division and get arrested at prophase 1. Okay, prophase 1. And this time what happens? It has not, it has not completed the meiotic division. It is still diploid in nature because it got arrested at prophase 1. And now this will give rise to the primary oocyte. Okay. Now this primary oocyte is also diploid in nature because division has not been completed. Further, the primary oocyte will undergo meiotic division, complete its meiotic division, you can say completion. Okay, completion. And then it will give rise to the secondary oocyte. Okay, secondary oocyte. Now you can see that it has completed its meiotic division. So it will give rise to the secondary oocyte, which is haploid, and further it will give rise to another cell which is called as the polar body. Okay, polar body. And this polar body is also haploid. So you can just say that the primary cell, this is the primary oocyte, okay? Primary oocyte, okay? This will undergo meiotic division and give rise to the secondary oocyte and a polar body. Okay, this is the secondary oocyte. Now, secondary oocyte, as I told you, this is haploid in nature, and even the polar body is haploid in nature. This is the first polar body. So further, the secondary oocyte will again undergo division to give rise to the ovum. Okay, and then it will give rise to the second polar body. So this is the normal division because the secondary oocyte is already happened. So this will be a normal division, and hence the ploidy level will be maintained here as N in second polar body and the ovum. Okay, second polar body. Hence, you can say that secondary polar body is having only N, that is half of the chromosome. So initially, how much it was there? It was 40. So half of 40 will be 20. So N will be 20 chromosomes. So you can say that in secondary polar body, there will be 20 chromosomes. So let us again look at the question. The question says, if in a species 2n is 40, so 2n is 40, and then what would be the number of chromosomes in its oogonium? So oogonium is also 40 because it is diploid. And second polar body. So second polar body, as you saw, second polar body, it is again it is haploid, so hence it is 20 only. So now let us look at the options. Option A is 2020, which is ruled out because the oogonial cells should be 40. And option B is 2040, which is ruled out because the oogonial cells should be 40. Okay, and the polar body should be 20. Option C is 4020. That is the correct answer because oogonium is 40 and the second polar body is 20. It is having 20 chromosomes. Option D is 2010, which is ruled out because in both the cases, the number is half of the number which is supposed to be. Hence, the correct option is what? The correct option is option C. So, let us conclude the answer. That is option C. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.